Hey, Why is from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Recording.
So I just got finished doing all the filming for the RKA Shiloh tank bag mounting video, and so here it is, mounted up on the bike. First time we've got that back since the accident. We had to order a whole new kit for that because we lost the last one in the accident. So got that all mounted back up, got another one because I liked it so much. And the nice thing about it was I didn't have to learn all over again kind of what I liked about it and how to pack it, because every new piece of luggage you get, it seems, there's always some little tricks to kind of getting things where they're easy to access and storing away stuff in a way that makes sense, where the weight is balanced, particularly on a tank bag. Where to mount it forward back so it doesn't interfere with your handlebars, that kind of stuff. Put my patches back on there. Aside from being a motorcycle enthusiast, I'm also a firearms instructor, so I've got a couple patches relating to that on there. One of them is a shooting club I'm in, and the other one is kind of an homage to actually one of the probably all-time great instructors who recently died. His name is Pat Rogers, and I'm sure it's hard to see here in the dark, but you've got a round patch with a image of a moose and a rooster on it, and that's to signify the big moose cock. And that's what happens when you go to load your rifle or your pistol and you don't seat that magazine all the way, and on the first shot the magazine falls out the bottom. We say you've sucked the big moose cock. So that there is to remind me to always check my magazines before I enter an engagement or a drill. So those are the two patches I've got on the Velcro top of my Shiloh case. The other thing I really like about this case is how easy it is to get in and out. I don't have a lot of side pockets. There's one here right in the very front, and I'll do a more detailed review on the bag in the light. It's about 8 o'clock here on August 30th, and apparently there's a flood warning, my GPS just told me, which is interesting because I don't think it's going to rain, but whatever. Interesting how that stuff kind of comes through sometimes. So I was saying it's really easy to get in and out. And one of the things that I will do is put my phone in the case. I generally have power running into the Shiloh bag, which I haven't run yet, but I'll get there. And I'll have my phone on charge inside the case. The tank bag itself is not waterproof, but it does have a rain fly that you can put over it, and it works great. It's got nice Velcro, cinches up along the bottom. It's really nice. Apparently I bumped this mirror while I was installing that. There we go. And so while it's in there, sometimes I need to get in there and adjust something that's going on in the bag. With the zippers the way they are, right, I can run the zipper up the side and reach my hand right into the bag and grab the phone and kind of make any settings changes that I need to. So that ends up working pretty good. The other thing I really like about the bag is it's expandable. It's one of those bags where it's got one capacity, then it's got a full 360 zipper where you can expand it and gain probably another 30% of the capacity of the bag. When I'm by myself, I generally don't use that. I keep it nice and short, but when my wife and I are together, this essentially becomes her purse. So she ends up keeping her wallet, a couple cosmetics, that kind of thing, her gloves, all that stuff, in addition to my stuff, goes in there. So I'll expand the top and do that. The other thing I will do sometimes, if I'm going to be on a long ride and I don't anticipate getting off and walking away from the bike, I will put my concealed carry pistol into my case. That way I can reach, do that zipper just like I showed you for my phone, reach in there and get to my pistol. If I'm stuck at a stoplight and I'm accosted, something like that, it gives me real quick access to that. I'm typically an inside the waistband carrier, but with a motorcycle jacket on that's really tight, that really becomes an impractical solution. So you got to find another way to carry that gives you quick access to that firearm. So I'm just kind of out here riding on a nice kind of late summer night, not quite fall yet, but it's right about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is the first time I've had the Sena Prism out doing some night shots. So I'll be interested to get back to the editing desk and see what this stuff really looks like. I've been really happy with the daytime stuff so far, and from the videos I've seen online from other people's stuff, it looks really good at night as well. So this will be a test on that. Other stuff kind of that's going on with the bike, I think I mentioned that I've got some Ilium Works driver footrests on order, and I've used those footrests on my last bike in conjunction with a Wunderlich engine guard setup, which I really liked. But when I got the exclusive, it comes with the BMW engine guards on it already. And I really don't want to have to pay for engine guards twice. And the BMW ones honestly look a little bit better. They're a little bit more low profile. My concern is that they don't offer as much protection. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll probably know that until the bike goes down, which I hope it never does. But we'll see. But one of the things that Wunderlich did is they came out with a set of adapter pipes that go onto the curved part of the bars where they come down, and they extend back towards the driver's feet so that I have an adjustable length to get those foot pegs right where I want them. And I know I've said in the other videos, but I'm kind of short-legged. I've got a 29 to 30 inch inseam, and so getting those pegs back further towards me than probably average is going to be an important thing. So I'm hoping that there's enough length adjustment in those, otherwise I may have to send them back. But when I first got the sport touring bikes, one of the things that was kind of hard to adjust to was having your legs tucked up underneath you all the time in that sitting position, moving from the cruiser over to the sport bike or the sport touring bike. And with putting the engine, the foot pegs on the engine guards on the Wunderlich bars, it really made that a much more viable solution for me. I can get out there on the road, give myself a couple foot positions, let my legs stretch out, keep from cramping. On a bike that's got 300 to 400 miles of range before a gas fill up, it's really nice to be able to move your feet around a little bit more than normal. The other thing that I do is I'll actually put the passenger pegs down, the pillion rider's pegs down, and I'll slip my feet back onto the back pegs. I just did that right now. So between that, the normal position, and out on the foot pegs, I actually get 3 to 4 positions, kind of depending on how you look at it. Because I will put the engine guard pegs in a place where I can either put the soles of my feet on them and kind of push backwards into the seat, or I can lay my heels on top of them and just relax my legs. So I kind of get two front positions. I wish I knew somebody who had the Ilium Works sport boards. They don't look very comfortable to me. It looks like there's really no place to hook your heel to hold your feet up. So it looks like it may be a lot of effort to stay on those, but I would like to try them because you never really can tell until you try something whether it's good or not. If you're using those, let me know in the comments whether you like them or not. So I'm just tooling through town here, making sure this new tank bag is nice and stable. Like I said, I need to add power to it, and I'm trying to debate how I want to do it. On my last bike, I actually just ran a harness right from the battery, had an inline fuse, and right to that SAE 2-pin connector. A lot of people will know those much better as the battery tender connectors, and I ran that so it would mate up to my tank bag through that SAE 2-pin plug. That keeps the hot wire coming off the battery shielded until it's plugged in, and then it activates that. And I'll charge my Sena headset in the bag. Now my camera, right, the Prism camera, I'll put my phone in there. And this time I also think I'm going to run the pigtail for my heated gear right back out of the bag, rather than run a separate connector to the power block. So that's kind of what I did the first time, except that on the 2013, except that I had 2 pigtails coming off the battery. I had one to plug the bag in and a separate run to plug in my heated gear. I think I can simplify that out by just having one and then running a Y cable off to a coaxial connector to plug my powerlit heated jacket and gloves into. So that's what I'm thinking. The question is, do I want to run that pigtail right off the battery, or do I want to put a power distribution block? Power distribution blocks are really nice if you're going to run multiple items, because it keeps you from having 3, 4 separate cables all hooked to your battery. That can get kind of messy, stuff can pop off, the wires can start to fray, and you can get shorts, which obviously on a bike like the GTL can be pretty expensive if you end up having an electrical fire. So I'm still trying to decide if I can keep it down to one cable only going from the battery to the tank bag. I may just run the pigtail. But the other thing I've been considering is if I want to run power back into the top case, right, or the tour pack, whatever you want to call it. It might be nice. I throw my iPad in there when I travel, sometimes a laptop, things like that, and it might be nice to actually have some power in there other than just in the tank bag, which I can't fit my iPad in. I can't charge it while I'm on the road. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet or not. I'm still thinking it over. Obviously, drilling a hole into your top case is a pretty big commitment. And for the couple trips a year that I take, I'm just not sure that I'm worth it. With the battery life on the iPads and my MacBook, odds are that a charge in a hotel overnight is going to probably be enough. So I don't think I'm going to probably have to worry about that. We're going to get back on the interstate here and loop back around. So we'll see how the oncoming headlights are in an interstate situation here with the Sena as we go. But I'm really kind of interested. I'm following a number of the K1600 bloggers out there now, and a couple of the vloggers. And honestly, throw the shield down now. I'm really interested in vlogging, but outside of motorcycles, the things that I spend most of my time with are being a firearms instructor and obviously my regular day job as an IT worker, and then politics. I'm really involved in the political scene and political activism, particularly as it pertains to the Second Amendment. I'm not sure I want to put that out on my motorcycle channel, so let me know below if you're interested in hearing me talk about that stuff. Let me know in the comments. So here we are, we're up behind a semi, and we're going to change lanes, and we'll see how those oncoming headlights here look. I'm heading eastbound on Interstate 80. The oncoming traffic's heading westbound. I honestly don't remember if I've turned the external microphone on this Prism on or not. Well, I guess I'll see when I'm sitting back at the editing desk. But so those are the things that I've been thinking about. The thing that I am still trying to decide if I want to get or not is the Aero Shield headlight cover for this bike. I had one on my 13 because it's about $1,000 or so to replace that headlight unit if a rock flies up and cracks it. That's a lot of money for a headlight. In my 3M Clear Bra video, I did put a Clear Bra product over the top of that lens to protect it, but I'm still worried that that's not going to be enough. So that's another thing that I'm trying to decide kind of how I want to handle. Another video that I want to do is a review of the BMW pannier liners, but I'm not going to probably do that video until after my trip in October. I want to use them for a while so I can give you a good honest review on those. The external pockets on them aren't quite as big either, so we'll see how that works, because I really relied on that for my toiletries, like I said in that video. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's 72 degrees now. I've got the perforated leather Vanson jacket on, and it's just gorgeous. I wish it could be like this when I ride all the time. Riding at night doesn't bother me at all. The lights on this K1600 are amazing. You can throw the high beams on. You can throw those fog lights on, right? I'll hit those here. And they're just really do a great job lighting everything up. So riding at night I don't foresee as a problem at all. With that, I'm going to sign out. Make sure you subscribe, Touring America. Click the red button, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.